everybody, my name is Sasha, this is Wendy, and today we're going to show you how to draw a snake. First, we're going to need our paper. Next, we're going to need our pen. Thank you, Wendy. Let's get started with our snake. For this snake, we're going to have him laying in a coil on a branch. So he's going to be all wrapped up around a branch. To do this, we're going to go ahead and start with the top of his head. And his head is going to be in the middle. We don't want it to be too big because we're going to create the rest of his body. So we're going to come up just a little bit towards the top. In the middle here, we're going to draw a slightly curved line. Next, we're going to draw two lines, one on this side and one on this side. And they're going to be going down at an angle. So they're going to be going down and to the side, down and to the side. You want to make sure that they're around the same height. So I noticed that this one's a little longer than this one. Not by a lot, but by just a little bit. So I'm going to try and get them as close as I can. Next, I'm going to draw a line curving in, very short, curving in, very short, and then I'm going to connect these two lines together with a slightly curved line at the bottom. Like so. Now I have the top of his head, his little cheeks, and his little chin. We'll go ahead and finish up his face. So in the middle of this face, we're going to draw a little curved line. That's going to be the bridge in the nose. So it's just a little detail. It's not something you need to really worry about. Next, we're going to draw in his little nose. So he's got two little nostrils down on either side of this little line we just drew. So we're going to draw one right here. We're going to draw one over here. Like so. So it's like a hook. It kind of curves up and comes back around, but it does not connect. We're going to draw his mouth next. So in the middle of this little area right here, I'm going to draw a little curve going the other way. Almost like a little frowny face. And on either side, I'm going to draw a curved line connecting to the edge of his face. So from here, I'm going to curve up. And from here, I'm going to curve up. Ta-da! So it looks like he's smiling a little bit. We're going to draw another little line that's curving again, almost like a little frown, right underneath. And you'll color this in. This is going to be that little space, that little gap where its little mouth is just a little open. That's where its little tongue sticks out. Last, for his face or her face, we're going to draw in the eyes. Now these are going to be like, let's see, oval shapes, but with a bigger bottom. So we're going to start at the top here on one side, and we're going to curve at an angle. So come in, big at the bottom, and come back up to the top. So see how it's going in this direction? It's not straight up and down, it's at an angle, and it's a little smaller at the top and bigger at the bottom. Next, this time our little oval inside will be straight up and down. I'm going to draw like so, and one more right next to it that's a little smaller. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. But this time, you're going to have it go in this direction. So you're going to have it at an angle in this direction. So we're going to start off at the top. We'll come down, big at the bottom, small at the top. Just like we did before, we'll draw a little oval and another little one next to it. You can go ahead and color this in. All done. Now we're going to go ahead and draw in the body. So at the top of his head, on the side, kind of where we started this curved line right here, we're going to draw a little hill. We're going to draw the same thing on the other side. And we're going to draw a big U shape to connect them. You don't want to come down too far because we're going to do one more and it's going to be right underneath that one. So don't draw it too big. Like so. We're going to do another little hill shape, but this time not where we stopped on this one. We're going to bring it up a little bit. And this one's going to be nice and round. Again, up a little bit, nice and round. And you're going to draw a nice U shape underneath here. There we have it. We've got his little head, the body that's wrapping around. We need to draw in our branch so that we can put in our tail, and then we'll put in our lovely little details. For our branch, I want to make it a little more unique than just doing two lines going straight across. I want to have it as if there was a branch and it got cut off. So you're going to look at where the top of his head is. You're going to come down a little bit and bring your pen over. That's how you know where to start your branch, because you want it to look like this is on top of the branch and he's like wrapped around it. So I'm going to bring my line out and up. I'm going to draw in a little oval. I'm going to come straight down and I'm going to do a curved line in but not touch. I want to leave a gap. Then I can finish up with a straight line, and you can decide however thick you want your branch to be and create another straight line. Now that we have this, we can go and finish our tail. So our tail is going to come down, curve, and come back up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down on my snake's body a little bit. I'm going to draw a curved line towards the corner of my paper. I'm going to curve, and as I go up, please remember, you're going to go from thin to thick, so you're going to get a little bit bigger. So we're going to come up and get bigger. So see how this is a little thinner and it gets thicker, because it's going to follow up and then be just as thick as this one. So now we have our tail. Let's go ahead and finish our branch on the other side, and then we can add in our details. So to make sure that our branch is not all the way down here and it doesn't match, we're going to put our pen right where it starts here, pick it up a little bit, and as best that you can, you're going to draw a straight line going across your paper, and you'll draw a little dot. That's where this one starts. And you can go ahead and draw a straight line all the way across. Next, you're going to do the same thing for this one. Figure out where it starts, pick up your pen a little bit, bring it straight over, put in your dot, and this time, just like we did here, I want to have a little branch that goes off the page. So I'm going to draw a curved line going down off my paper, and then right around in this little area right here, I'm going to pretend like I'm still drawing. However thick I want that branch to be, I'm going to then put a little dot. I want my branch to be this thick. And then I'm going to do a curved line like I did up here. So curved line. And then go off my paper down at an angle. And I have my little branch that's going off of my bigger branch. Next, I'll just draw in my straight line. Now I have my branch. Now I have my snake. I just need to add in my details. Now, this is a great opportunity for you to try out your own creativity. So if you have something that you would like to put in with your snake that's a little different than mine, please do so. You can do stripes, you can do hearts, you can do circles, polka dots, all kinds of things. I'm going to do a little bit more of a challenge, and I'm going to do diamonds that are connected to each other. So at the top here, I'm going to draw in a triangle but not connected. So I'm going to stop, and when I bring in this one, I'm going to leave a little gap. Next, I'm going to do a curved line, another one, and now this time, depending on your snake, it might overlap, it might not. So if it is not going to touch your little snake's face, you can just draw in your diamond shape. Mine is going to touch, so I'm going to draw a line at an angle. It touches, it stops. I'm going to draw the other side. And I need to draw what's left over. So I'm going to leave a gap and do a nice angled line. Just like I did here, I'm going to do another curved line because I'm having this go around and back up. This time I'm going to draw kind of like a little triangle, a little upside down triangle, and I'm going to draw a curved line going back up. Again, it's going to be like this one, so my triangle goes and touches. Draw the other side, leave a gap, and do a line at an angle. Draw my line up. And this one's a little lower than this one, and that is okay. It does not have to be exact. It's just on the snake's body, so it's not going to be the same on one side as it is on the other. I'm going to draw my little lines going out to the side and then going back in until they touch. And that's it. I'm going to do the same thing here. And please remember, if this is a little too difficult for you, one, you can do your own pattern. It's not a problem. And two, you can always pause my channel. You can always pause the video, catch up, and then push play again. So I'm going to do the same thing, but this time instead of starting with my triangle, I'm going to start with my curved line. I want to make it a little bit different. I don't want it to look the same as this one. Draw my little diamond shape. Draw my curved line. You're going to curve along the same pattern as the lines next to it. So I'm not curving into the side, I'm curving with these two side lines, if that helps. So we're just going to go across, go ahead and finish up these patterns. If I'm moving a little too slow for you, if you've already got it and you're moving along, you can just fast forward, or you can wait and just kind of watch. It's up to you. All right. I just have to do the same thing on my tail. So this one, if you want it a little bit easier, I would start off with your line first. If you want a bit of a challenge, I would do my diamond shape first. I'm going to be a little bit easier, and I'm going to do 2 lines, and this one is going to come up a little bit and come next to it. Now these diamonds are going to be a little bit smaller and get smaller as they go down. So they're not going to be as big as these because his tail is getting smaller. Draw my little line, draw a little one, my little line, and then I'm just going to have it go off to the tip. All I have left is just my design, my details for my branch. I want to make it look like wood. I don't want it to be just plain. I want to give it a little bit of texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a curved line right here, goes in, goes back out, I'm going to start right in here, almost in the middle of this one, but against my snake body. I'm going to come out, and then I'm going to curve and go round. All the lines that I'm going to be drawing in here will never touch each other. So that's why I have to go around it. You have to pretend like they cannot touch each other. I'm going to do the same thing I did here, but on the other side and a little bit longer. And then I'm going to just draw in a curved one here. So they don't touch. It gives a little bit of detail. You can color these in with individual colors. It does not all have to be brown. You can use oranges and reds and purples. There's all kinds of colors in nature. And I will have another video, probably for this one, where we'll go over and how to color. So stay tuned, keep a lookout, and we'll see about getting this one colored and you can follow along. I'm going to do the other side here. I'm going to start in the middle of this line, and I'm going to draw a line going down and back in. I'm going to do another loop like I did here. Remember, they cannot touch. So this cannot touch this one. I'm going to draw a line next to it, going around. So it's all avoiding each other. I'm going to do another one, like so, maybe a little one right here. And then I want to do a little bit on my branch here, so I can use this line, go down, and again, they cannot touch. So if I want to put anything in this space, it cannot touch any other line except for the one on the outside. And there we go. Now we have our beautiful little snake. I will try my hardest to get a colored version of this up soon. So keep a lookout. Until then, bye guys. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed your lesson. Hope you'll come back. Please subscribe to our channel. And until next time, I'm Sasha. This is Wendy. Bye-bye.